I got this idea from watching Kimmy at She's in Her Apron for stripping laundry to get out body oils and dust and things like that. Now all these towels are dry, they are all white. The only colour is on one of them, which is a bit of embroidery that says "Don't Panic." Points if you know what that's from. Some of them are damp, they've just been washed, not dried, and some of them have been washed and dried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all in here. This has got hot water and 1/4 cup each of borax, washing soda and our soap powder, which I will show you. It's Eco Planet, I believe. And I'm going to pop them all in, stir them every hour, and we'll see what comes out. These towels were given to us as a wedding present by my sister, so we've been using them for about 9 or 10 years. And they are all white, but not as white as they could be, as you can see. They are washed after almost every use, so they are well used. As you can see, some are a bit scruffy. So we'll get them all in here. Oh, there's a bath mat as well. There's the embroidery, so you can see what colour it is. I don't know, can you see that? Okay, so let's get this all in. I'll give it all a swish around and we'll come back in an hour and see how it goes. Oh, that is hot. Alright, see how that goes. Got my parson stick. It's been an hour, so let's give it another. That's not going to work. It's cold here, so I've now put a sweatshirt on. Another good mix around. It doesn't look too bad. It's recording, isn't it? Yep. The water doesn't look as bad after an hour as I would expect. So we'll give it another hour and see what happens. Second hour, let's see how it looks. Yeah. Still not seeing a huge amount, but maybe it's just dissipating through the water. I'm going to be so disappointed if this doesn't work. It's taken me all day to do this by the time I'm done. Let's see. Right, just everything out. And we'll give it another hour. You have to excuse me, I'm a little bit out of breath. I've been out chopping and splitting wood. Right. 3 hours. There goes one. I think it's 3 hours. Right. More mixing. Let's see how it looks now. I mean, there's stuff. I can see bits floating in there. So maybe it is working. Time will tell. Oh, excuse my stomach. Right. Give it another hour. Okay, so I think we're on... I can't remember how many times I've done this, so... Oh, excuse me. We'll give it another hour I'll wash it and see what becomes of it. Now I did clean the bath before I started, so it is clean. So anything that is in there is not from my dirty children. Right, another hour and then we'll call it a day. Oops, my apologies. It is now 2 hours after I should have done the final and got them out of the bath. I had to pop out and get my son from a competition he was in, and then had dinner and completely forgot. So, they're now ready to go on the machine. And now with the help of my lovely cameraman, as you can see, a bit disappointing, the water is not as filthy as I had hoped, which sounds really bad, but it would have made it more interesting if it had been. So I'm going to let the water out and we'll see if anything is left in the bottom of the bath afterwards and see what there is. So, wasn't as boring as I thought it would be. Up around here. Yeah, looks like this. You can zoom in. Do you know how to zoom? Okay. So that looks like most of that is lint. Which, considering these towels are a good few years old and get washed so frequently, I'm surprised. So, and that, yeah, that's all lint, and your cat's here, which was, she's probably been in the bathroom while we've been doing this. So, that's the white towels. Next thing will be my lovely cameraman's work clothes, since he's been off for a week on holiday and we've all been sick. So I thought tomorrow I might do your work clothes, dear. Is that okay? No, they can't hear you nodding.
That's fine.
Alright, thank you my lovely cameraman. We'll resume this tomorrow.
Yay.
Say bye-bye.
No.
So it's next morning, because it took so long for me to get onto them last night, but this is the towel that we didn't wash. Looks okay. This is the pile of what we stripped, at least 2 towels because, you know, people need showers and stuff. And let's do a close up. Okay, I'll do it as soon as I focus. I'm terrible on which way the zoom goes. Right. So there's that. Then we'll come across to the pile on that one. Let's put them together. Can my lovely assistant please do that? I'll zoom out. What are you moving them? Oh, right. Putting them right next to each other so they're touching. Like social distancing 101. I will leave you, lovely people, to draw your own conclusions. The first towel is not stripped, the second towel is stripped. Me, I think the pile looks slightly better, but my eagle-eyed husband doesn't, and he's the artist, so he thinks it's nothing changed. So I guess the next thing I'm going to have to do is strip his work clothes and see how they look, since they get used even more.
Especially considering...
Yes, I'm filming. Please excuse the toothbrushing noises. I'm in the family bathroom.
Well, sorry for wanting to keep clean.
And you should be sorry. Oh, not enough water. So, after the family white towels was a bird of a bust, I decided to try, and yes, this is a couple of days later because I hurt my back and haven't really been able to move much, so today, yeah. Okay, decided to try the husband's work clothes. And even though he works in an office, he does ride a motorbike, so they get the grits from the road, even though he's in full leathers and things like that. But also, his clothing is worn differently to towels, obviously, because if you went to work in towels, you look a bit sick. But I'm looking now, and either I'm seeing dye, and these are all clean, they've just literally come out of the washing basket, and he hasn't been at work for a week, so I'm seeing, well, clean washing basket, I'm seeing dark water. So, and as you can see, it's hot, it's steaming, and it's got the 1/4 cup of borax washing soda and soap powder in here. I'm wondering if me feeling smug about my washing room cleaner that I thought it is a bit too early to tell. So that's the first shake around. Let's see what happens in an hour. Right, 1 hour down, and yeah. I'll be honest, some of this is dye because there is a new item in here, and as you can see, it's quite black. But not all of it. That's hang on, there's any grits. No, they can't all be dye. Okay. Okay, the second saucepan. This water is disgusting. Yeah, that water's gross. Oh, well, come see this. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You dirty boy. Alright, I'll probably give it another hour. Oh my word. Oh, can you smell? Oh. gross the water is. And this will teach me to be smart. I can't even see the plug hole. So, lift it up. So, moment of truth. Can you see how disgusting that is? Right. Yeah, no, it's all done. It's no grit to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, the only conclusion I can come to after washing the towels and then my husband's clothes is that I use less than half of the recommended dose of washing powder, which probably helps. I don't use fabric softener. If I need to soften clothing, I use white vinegar. And with my husband's clothes, he is a smoker. He's an outside smoker, and the conclusion that we have come to is that brown liquid that was coming out of his clothes is probably residue from him smoking, which is gross, but as an ex-smoker myself, you know, it is what it is. So, if you're married to a smoker, if you're a smoker yourself, even if you smoke outside, give this a go. You'll probably find the same thing. If you do, let me know, because it'd be interesting to see how other people find this working out. So give it a go. It's quarter of a cup each of washing crystals, borax, and the soap powder that you use. Some recipes recommend quarter of a cup of borax and washing soda and half a cup of the soap powder that you use, but since I wouldn't use that in normal load anyway, I didn't see the point. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I don't have any reason to feel smug like I thought I did, but like and subscribe if you like my content, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!